Hi everyone, Colette Snyder here, certified financial planner. I've got another hot take video for you, a quick video where I talk about an important topic. Today we're talking about more money, less deductions, specifically the senior tax deduction income limitations and the catch-up contribution income limitations. So let's get to it. Here's my disclosures. Okay, so most people know that if you are a higher income earner, you cannot contribute to a Roth IRA. Now, you can always contribute to a Roth 401k. If you have an option to do that at work, wonderful. Roth, how, Roth IRAs, however, are limited in your income for contributions. So if you are a single filer and you make more than $168,000, you cannot contribute to a Roth IRA. If you are married filing joint and you make more than $252,000, you cannot contribute to a Roth IRA. There are phase outs that are slightly below that. So there is a period where you can make a little bit less than that and still contribute some. But if you make more than that, don't even bother. So this is the new law. This is the main reason I wanted to make this video is that starting this year, 2026, if you are over 50 and you are eligible for a catch-up contribution to your 401k. So that means if you're over 50, that's an additional $8,000 that you can put in your 401k above the 24,500 that everyone else can do. That's great. You can add more money, but if you make more than $150,000, you cannot deduct this from your income. So the catch-up contribution, that extra $8,000, or for folks that are age 60 to 63, it's $11,250. That overage needs to go into a Roth 401k, not a traditional 401k. You can't deduct it from your income. This law was passed in 2024, but Congress gave employers some time to get Roth plans set up for folks. So either your employer has a Roth option for you for this catch-up scenario, or they just eliminated catch-up contributions as an option. So talk to your employer, talk to your HR department, find out what the case may be. Okay, now similar idea here, the IRA deduction phase out. So this is for folks who have a 401k option at work, or even their spouse has a 401k option at work, and they are an active participant. So if you make too much money, you can't contribute to you can't deduct the money from your traditional IRA. You can still contribute, but you can't deduct. So that's over $91,000 for single filers, and that's over $149,000 for married filing joint. So that means that if you have the option, and you have taken the option, you are contributing to your 401k, and you make over these amounts, you cannot contribute to an IRA and deduct that from your income. The second line there where it says non-active participant married to active participant. So that is maybe I don't have a 401k with my employer, but my spouse does, and my spouse is an active participant. If we make more than $252,000 combined, even though I do not have a 401k at work, I cannot deduct my income. So it's important for us to look at these before we contribute, because if you contribute and you're not supposed to, you got to back it out. Okay. Um, this is another one that's new and important to talk about. So most of you know that if you're over age 65, you get an additional senior tax deduction of $6,000. It's not for everyone though. If you are a single person and you make $75,000, you begin a phase out period between $75,000 and $175,000. If you make over $175,000 as a single person and you're over age 65, you do not get the additional senior tax deduction. For married folks, the phase out is between 150,000 and 250,000. So if you and your spouse have a modified adjusted gross of over 250,000, you do not get the additional $6,000 per person who is over age 65 in your deduction. So make sure that you're planning as a household. Yeah, it's a work together situation here, make sure that we get everything counted. So that's pretty much it today. I just wanted to mention that stuff. It's come up a few times for folks. My next hot take is going to be in a similar vein. We're going to be talking about IRMA. IRMA gets a lot of questions, that extra Medicare premium. So thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time.